Good afternoon, girls. It seems like it's all girls. The purpose of this group is to educate you guys in healthy relationship, how to develop a healthy relationship, and what's not acceptable in a relationship. This is our second session, and as I commented in the first one, everything is confidential, so whatever we say here is going to stay here. I don't want, you guys telling someone else's business out in school. That wouldn't be nice. Also, you guys know the purpose. What we need to, I'm going to pass out some papers, and what is a healthy relationship, what a healthy relationship looks like, okay? And then as you guys remember, last week we did an icebreaker. Do you guys know each other already? It was getting to know each other. Do you guys remember each other's name?
Yes, I remember them.
You do?
Whatever, I don't know her name.
Oh, I see. You guys know each other from last week? We were together, and it seemed like everything went well. Are we having problems?
I'm just in a bad mood today.
Why is that? Would you like to share?
Not really, because I don't really trust all y'all.
I'm trying to create a healthy environment, a safe for us. So whatever, if you want to discuss that after, we could.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So I wanted to first go over what is a healthy relationship. You guys can see, you guys have this the equality wheel, right? Do you guys have it? Okay. So what would be a good a healthy way of dating? Do you guys know? Is the being in a relationship with the guy is nice, not calling you names, would that be considered healthy or unhealthy?
Healthy.
Okay. So if he calls you names or threatens you, or what would that be considered?
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy. So would you guys, do you guys know of any friends that are in an unhealthy relationship? You do? What does that look like? Do you know? I mean, is she always sad? Is she happy? How does he make her feel?
Well, my friend has this boyfriend, and he always tells her that she has a fat ass. And so she feels really bad and, like, tries to work out and stuff. But, like, that's just how her body is. And, like, she always seems sad. And, she doesn't really talk as much when she's, like, around him. Because when she says stuff, he calls her stupid.
Oh, that must be sad. In back of that sheet of paper I just handed you, there are numbers for your friend. Maybe you want to give the pamphlet with the paper, the information to your friend, and she could call so she could look for help. Maybe that could, a lot of people are scared to leave an unhealthy relationship. So maybe if she looks for help, that would be nice. That could help her. Do you guys know, is emotional, being in an unhealthy relationship, it contains, okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Teen dating, I'm going to give you the definitions of teen dating violence, okay? So that is physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. Physical is from pinching to pulling to kicking. That's the physical. Emotional, like your friend that her boyfriend is calls her names, that's emotional. This means that there's threat. He'll call her, he's trying to bully her by how she feels, her appearance. And sexual is when a partner is forced to engage into sex without wanting. Have you guys ever heard of anyone that's happened to? No? I would like to share a story with you guys of a young lady that was in college. She did go to those parties and she was giving drugs. So a number of guys did rape her. So that's for you guys to be aware when you guys go out with your friends. Always be aware of your surroundings, what you drink and who is giving you the drink. When you guys go out to clubs, don't take drinks from anyone, or if you leave your drink unattended, make sure you don't drink that anymore. That is to prevent any of that, you know, stuff from happening to you guys. Are you guys aware with the wheel of control? No? Okay. I gave you the handout too. So next session we are going to review. We're going to talk about that. I want you to take a look at it, and then next session we're going to talk about it. We're going to actually do an activity, an acting activity, and then we'll continue with our session. Is it long enough? No. Huh?
It's only 6 minutes.
And then we have to edit.
I can tell a story if you want me to.
Yeah, I think maybe just opening it up to the group to like share a story that they've
encountered. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to share a story of a healthy relationship or unhealthy, whichever?
I can share both, but like unhealthy, like when you're talking about, has anybody ever like forced sex on you? My friend, she told me that her and her boyfriend got in a really bad fight, and so then she thought it was her fault that they got in the fight. So she went to his house to make up with him, and I guess when she got there, she started arguing with him again. And sometime during then, he just started to kiss her, and then next thing she said that they were having sex, but that when she left his house later that day, she didn't want to have sex with him, and he kind of, I guess, forced her. But she told me like that's her boyfriend, that's what he's supposed to do, but I told her no. I told her to tell an adult, but I don't know if she has or not.
What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think he forced her? What would you do if that would have happened to you?
Well, that's her boyfriend, so I don't understand how he could force her to do anything.
And she went over there, so maybe.
It was like her fault almost.
Are you sure she didn't want to?
Well, she said she didn't like it. Like she wanted to cry when they were having sex, and she wasn't comfortable, and that's, I guess, why she told me, because she wanted me to tell her, like, why was she feeling so uncomfortable.
So just keep in mind, girls, that even if it's your boyfriend, you are able to say no if you don't feel like having sex.
Try telling my boyfriend that.
Does your boyfriend make you have sex?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, okay? Try telling a guy that you don't want to do it.
Well, you are entitled to say no if you don't feel like having sex with them. Or even if you go out on a date, a guy shouldn't expect for you to pay him back with sex.
All I'm saying is you should be telling them this,
yeah.
not us this.
I agree with her, Miss Veronica, because if you do say no, then they're not going to want to go out with you, and like homecoming's coming up, and you don't want to be without a date or the person that like nobody wants to go out with just because
I understand, but it's also has a lot to do with you being okay with having sex, and it's okay if you're alone. You could go with your girlfriends.
Like my dad always tells me, like, if I don't feel comfortable in a situation, just to tell him, and he'll bring the shotgun out.
You see? Well, we don't want violence, but he's there to protect you. He is willing to protect you. And if that's what he has to do, that's what he has to do. But that's not the right,
He's never done it before.
Good.
And he always tells me, if a guy honks his horn, don't go outside. He has to come to the door like a gentleman.
That's nice of him. You see, your dad's showing you appropriate ways of how a man, when he comes to pick you up, what's acceptable behavior.
Like being respectful.
Yes. Okay, so anyone else wants to share?